All right, guys, I'm going to teach you how I like to change my snare heads and tune my own tuning method. So this is a new snare. This is a Gretsch hand hammered brass, 14 by 6.5, die cast hoops. This is a very, very pristine snare drum. I have a couple of things I'm gonna add to it. So obviously, you need a drum key. So we got a drum key. Moon gels, you need moon gels, so we got moon gels. For my preference for snares, for the snare side, I like to go between 30 and 42 snare wires. For this one, we're going the Evans 30 strand, pure sound. These are very great, very great. They last long and they give you that good sizzle that you're looking for. So we're going to put these on today. Choice of heads. For my snare side, we're going with the Remo. Going with the Remo Ambassador Hazy side. And then for my batter, we are going with a Remo Emperor X coated. So let's get into it. First thing I like to do, typically I like to change the snare side first. That one is a more harder and it takes a lot more patience. So I'm gonna do the bottom first and then we'll do the top after. So first I'm just gonna start by taking off the snare wires. And when doing this, you want to be very careful that you don't strip the screws or damage the throw off, anything like that. And then you always want to remember what side is which if you can't tell. The longer side goes to where the strainer is. The shorter side goes to the other side. So you have it like this. We're gonna put this somewhere where we can't lose it and it is useful. All right. All right, and then the next thing is obviously take off the snare side head. Sorry about that, guys. My phone had died for a second. Yeah, so back to what I was saying. You want to make sure one side is in the perfect slot. With these, they kind of have. I haven't tightened it yet. I'm getting the other side in near the snare strainer. You want to be very careful. Now you just want to make sure they're both even. I think that's good, so now we're going to tighten it. You want to be careful that you don't strip them, guys. It doesn't take much. All right, so what I like to do is I like to flip it over just to make sure it's right. And yeah, as you can see, it is not even. So we're gonna readjust so that it can be even. All right, I think that's good. So we're gonna go back, tighten it. And now let's see. So now it's a little tight. So what I like to do when this happens is loosen both sides and then close the strainer. So you can see exactly where it needs to be. Let's see. Go back, tighten it. Strainer is closed, so see, it looks even. Smooth. Let's turn on the other side. So other side, just say. Let's see where it's at. Almost there, guys. And for those of you who don't know what I just did, basically, when I turned it over to the batter side, you didn't get the snare response. Typically, if you don't know what you're doing, some people just tighten the snare wires. You don't want to do that, because then it's going to choke it. You want to make sure your throw off is smooth, going on and off. So I just pull each side to where it was even. You could hear the snares. I'm gonna pull the side where the throw off is just a little bit more. right, guys, there you go. Feels good. They're very responsive. Let's check and see, y'all. And they're even. They're even on both sides. So if you ever have a problem doing that, that is a great trick you can do. So now, just gonna make sure they're good and tight. That's good. That's good. All right, cool. Let's move on to the battery side. All right, y'all. Rim off. Same thing. Make sure you don't lose them. Take the head off. Cool. Again, with this side, I like it to match the badge. Make sure it's seated right. Looks good. And then, same thing. Make sure that rim is seated well, y'all. And then just go around, finger tighten. Yeah, and if you need to, pull some of those down. Get it in there. Press down on it. I'm going for a medium tune, medium high, just right crack, but still give that worship sound. So I'm gonna do full turns on each lug. This one's a little bit loose. We're gonna go right there. One. I'm also doing this again in a star pattern. All right, so now, same thing, go around, make sure each leg is even. As you can hear it, if you can, it's already starting to crack. It's already starting to settle in, so. So, most of these are even, so, and it's still loose to me, so I'm gonna do another full turn. I'm just gonna do two, full and a half, if I need to. So I think it's where I want it. Let's throw another a mic